Previously, Natalia mentioned that she had to attend an annual festival and would take Charlotte with her. Haruto observed through the surveillance magic that Charlotte and Mom were caught between some bad guys who had started following them. Haruto couldn't wait to get there. Meanwhile, Natalia kept the bad guys at a distance with her magic and continued running. Haruto used his magic to guide Charlotte to a safe path. They noticed a nearby cave, and Charlotte asked her mom to go there as she is being asked to hide there. She decided to confront the bad guys and told Charlotte to remain in hiding, as the hero of justice would arrive soon. The bad guys stand in front of the cave, getting closer to Natalia, preparing to attack her. At that very moment, Haruto came flying and saved his mom. He was so furious with the bad guys that he defeated them all by pointing his hand at them. Now, Charlotte comes to Haruto's room without knocking on the door and asks to play. Haruto tells her to enter the room after knocking on the door. Upon this, Charlotte goes near Haruto and hugs him. Haruto becomes happy at her behavior and then thinks that now she is with him every day, whereas at one time, Charlotte hated him. Haruto does not know the reason why Charlotte comes close to him, but he is happy with it. Suddenly, Charlotte asks about the magic. Haruto tells her that it is surveillance magic and it is an old one. Charlotte gets very excited about it and praises Haruto a lot. Haruto tells Charlotte that it is a lost magic and it is very difficult to learn because it has no surviving knowledge. Charlotte tells him that the castle library has many ancient books with such knowledge. In the next scene, Haruto and Charlotte reach the library. It is very surprising for Haruto because he has seen such a place for the first time. After that, Charlotte collects books from the library racks for Haruto with the help of a ladder and gives them to him. Haruto is happy and thanks her. They both start reading the books and Haruto finds the book very interesting. He thinks it might be relevant to his old magic. Charlotte tells him there are many theories of old magic, but Haruto is reading the most interesting one. Hearing this, Haruto is surprised because he does not know that Charlotte can read as well since these books have difficult words. But Charlotte reads these books with the help of Flay and her mother. Then, Charlotte asks Haruto to read books for her. Haruto agrees to read the books. After that, Charlotte sits on his lap, and it is weird for Haruto. Haruto asks her to sit on the chair next to him, but Charlotte replies that Mother and Flay used to read to her sitting on their laps. Haruto starts reading the book and realizes that he has seen all this in the anime. He then reminds himself that he has not watched anime in a long time. He complains about his new life because he likes to watch anime. At this, Charlotte asks about the stories of anime, but it is difficult to explain the story to Haruto. But because of Charlotte's stubbornness, he has to explain. He explains to her that anime is a colorful frame, and pictures in the anime move and talk. It is very shocking for Charlotte. Seeing Charlotte, Haruto thinks he behaves strangely. That's why it is surprising for Charlotte. But Charlotte finds it very interesting and expresses her wish to watch anime. Haruto is happy to hear this because he also wants to watch anime. Then he thinks about their mother but agrees to watch an anime with her. Charlotte becomes very happy to see Haruto's excitement. After 2 weeks, Haruto manages a Japanese internet connection and creates a children's account for Charlotte. Charlotte likes it all very much. Then, Haruto asks her to select the anime of her choice. Haruto plays the anime selected by Charlotte, and the girl in the anime starts moving and dancing. This is very surprising for Charlotte because she has never seen a moving and talking girl in an anime before. Haruto is happy to see that Charlotte is excited by the anime. Charlotte then tells Haruto that she is unable to understand the anime's language. Haruto tells her that it is the Japanese language, which is why she does not understand anything. Now, Charlotte is willing to learn the Japanese language. According to Haruto, Charlotte can pick up the language easily because she is 5 years old. Haruto then starts teaching her the language with the help of symbols and signs. Haruto is surprised to see her skills because she learns hiragana and katakana in just 2 hours. She even Googles the meaning of justice, and this is strange for Haruto. After 2 weeks, Charlotte says that she wants to watch the Tamazom anime. At this, Haruto understands that now she is enjoying the anime. Here, Haruto realizes that she has been watching the anime for 2 weeks continuously, and now she has become an expert in the Japanese language. He thinks about her intelligence and decides to be strict with her as her elder brother. Just then, she completes the episode of the anime and asks for the next episode. But Haruto strictly stops her and allows only 3 hours a day for the next time. Charlotte is shocked at his behavior, and Haruto explains to her that watching anime is not healthy for kids. Then, they both go to the dining table for dinner. At the dining table, Charlotte feels sleepy because of her interest in anime. Seeing her condition, her father asks that he wants to know the activities of Charlotte and Haruto because they both spend time together. At this, Charlotte becomes active and replies to her father that they are studying ancient magic. Hearing this, her father gets happy. Her mother then asks Haruto to take care of Charlotte. After some time, they go to bed, and Haruto tells Charlotte not to watch anime alone. He asks her to take a bath before going to sleep. This irritates her a lot. Haruto is taking a bath, and suddenly Charlotte also comes there to take a bath with him, and tells Haruto that she is coming there after informing their mother. Suddenly, Charlotte starts gazing at Haruto. He gets nervous from her gaze. Then she asks about the royal symbol on his chest, and she recognizes this sign as a hero of justice. But Haruto wants to hide his identity as a hero, so Charlotte also keeps his identity a secret. After that, they both go to bed to sleep. But after a while, Haruto wakes up and sees that Charlotte is sleeping with him. Their mother is watching all this and is happy to see them close, and thinks that her dream is nearly fulfilled. Then she goes back happily. The next morning, Gold Zentries goes to catch the thieves with his companions. His wife Natalia tells him to take care of himself, and then he leaves. Charlotte gets very sad because she is worried about her father. After a while, Haruto and Charlotte go to their room. There, Haruto reassures Charlotte by saying that thieves are commoners and Dad will catch them easily. This is important for the safety of the kingdom. Charlotte gets emotional about it and then asks Haruto to take part in fights because he is a hero of justice in reality, so he should use his powers. Haruto understands that it is a result of watching anime. Charlotte pleases him politely, and Haruto agrees to complete her wish. After a while, Haruto transforms himself into a superhero so that no one can recognize him. Charlotte gets excited to see him in a grown size. Now, Charlotte also wants to go with him, but he refuses and allows her to see the exploits through magic. She agrees, and then Haruto leaves to catch the thieves. He then finds the thieves and sets a barrier for them so that they can't move forward. Meanwhile, Haruto reaches the thieves and beats them badly one by one because Charlotte wants to see him in action. Just then, his father also arrives. He gets very nervous because he doesn't want his dad to recognize him. His dad introduces himself and then asks about Haruto. Haruto gets confused and does not reveal his name. His father then asks if he is the one who saved his wife and child. But Haruto replies that he doesn't remember anything about it. Then, his father asks him about his goal. Haruto replies that he is a hero of justice and wants to spread it everywhere. He then feels embarrassed about what he said and leaves. After some time, Haruto relaxes in his room while Charlotte comes and praises his actions. She then asks about his next fight, but he is shocked to hear that he will have to do it again and again to please Charlotte. Then he fights many times for justice, due to which he gets the name of Black Knight. In the next scene, after much effort, Haruto creates a clone that looks exactly like him. He goes to sleep on the bed where Charlotte is already asleep, and then she wakes up and wonders upon seeing the duplicate of Haruto. She doesn't understand which Haruto is hers. After that, Haruto is then called upon. He asks his duplicate to go to his place, but it refuses. Therefore, Haruto goes by himself. Haruto then sees that Princess Marion, along with Prince Laius, is coming there. They all welcome them. Prince Laius behaves rudely and angrily says that he is the future king. At this, Haruto's father apologizes to him. After that, Haruto fights with Laius and checks his level, which is level 9 out of a maximum of 40, which is low compared to his father's. Just then, Laius attacks Haruto, but in response, Haruto does not attack him so that he can win and be happy. Then, Laius attacks Haruto with fireballs and collects all the fireballs in a barrier with his magic. Seeing this, Laius surrenders to him, and Princess Marion apologizes for Laius' behavior. Then, Haruto goes to his room and thinks about his real parents. And that's the end of the 3rd episode. As always, if you liked what you saw, subscribe to the channel. I'll be uploading a lot of videos just like this one, and I'll see you in the next one. Till then, goodbye.